So this is my 8 tower guide for any percent. So unless you're doing a really beginner friendly run, we're going to play as Shell Mario for this level. And let's just jump right in. So first thing we got to do is wait, because we can't make it up here without this platform. So the earliest we want to jump is when I would use a visual cue right here about when this moving platform comes out. We use this mark in the tile to start holding right and jump onto it, because our movement goal is we want to go onto the platform, swing around, and jump on these 2 blocks. And we got to make sure we don't break this block right here, this breakable block, because then this will make this next jump harder, because there's another platform that we need to swing around to and jump on. So let's put that together. So we're going to use the visual cue. We're going to start moving, swing around, and swing around again, and then jump on that platform. And we're going to make it up here. And we're going to have this other platform that's going to swing out, and we want to beat it. So let's try to do that. Like that. So we got to beat the platform and focus away. And you'll make this cycle. So now for this next part, we have a dry bones and this platform coming out, as you can see. So the quickest way to get through this is we want to hit the dry bones and then jump on this platform and then immediately jump on it. So let's show that. Jump on the dry bones and immediately jump up here. Oops. We jump on the dry bones, immediately jump up here. And then we have this platform that's receding. We have to also make sure we go fast enough to be able to jump on it. So we're going to jump on the dry bone, jump, 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 and then we're going to jump. And now for this next part, I have to explain some movement momentum mechanics in this game. So when we have momentum and we run against the wall, you can see Mario jumps about this high. However, if we actually jump before we hit the wall, Mario can actually jump higher. You can see that he jumps about 1 tile higher up here. So what we want to do is make sure we jump close to the wall, but make sure we jump first before we hit the wall so that we can actually jump higher. And this will be able to make us reach over here, which is the fastest way to get up and over this part. So let's put that together. We want to do that. And if you don't do that, you'll notice you've probably done that before, where you actually jump a tile lower and you hit these spikes, which is obviously not what you want. We're going to jump over here for this next part, and we're going to do that running jump thing again. But this time we're going to do it twice, like this. Run and jump and then hold neutral in the air, because we want to do a running jump here and a running jump there. And that's because our first running jump that we do here is going to load this moving platform up here, so it's going to start receding. Because if we don't do it, then this will load later, and this will mess up the cycle that we're trying to do, because this platform right here depends on the screen position. So we want to jump, running jump, hold neutral, and then for this other one we want to do a running jump so that we can make it above this question mark block. Because if we don't, we'll just hit it. So we do a regular jump here, running jump, and we make it over question mark block, and that will let us also morph into our shell. So all that setup is to get this platform, moving away so that we can go through here with the shell. So to actually get in there, we need to be morphed just by holding run, and you'll hit against this wall. And what we need to do is, let me pause here. We need to hit this wall, and when we turn back, we're going to jump so that we hit this question block, and we're going to turn around, and we're going to jump again so that we jump perfectly into here without hitting the spikes. So let's do that. Jump here, jump, turn, and you make it through. And you're going to notice you're going to go right into these spikes, but there's actually a way to cancel your momentum. So here's a little trick. We're going to go through here, and once we go through here, let me make a save. Oops. Jump through here, and then once we're in the corridor, we're going to be, at this point, we would be holding just run. But what you want to do here is is you want to start holding down and then let go of run, and that will actually slow your momentum down, because if we don't, we'll just run into here. We can hold down and then let go of run, and our shell will come to a complete stop gradually, and we'll be able to avoid hitting these spikes. So that's our goal. So once we do that, we want to immediately jump up here, and we want to jump this dry bones, and because our goal is to make it here and then jump and wall jump over here, because there's a platform that's coming up here, if we do it right here, and we want to make sure we also make the cycle there. So we want to do this all really fast. Jump on the dry bones, turn around, jump here, wall jump, and we can barely make the cycle. If you do it fast enough, you won't have to crouch. Let's try that. Turn around, jump on the dry bones, jump off this wall, and then jump here, and then you want to immediately jump off the wall. You want to make sure you morph and hit the shell, because if you don't, you can accidentally pixel stop on here. So you want to keep staying morphed, and then when you hit the ground you can unmorph, and then you want to hit the wall and wall jump, and that will get us to this side as quickly as possible. So for this next part, you're going to see these two platforms that move together, and our goal to get up here as fast as possible is when we make it here, these platforms are going to be crushing, but there's going to be this little area we can wall jump on top of this platform, which is the quickest way we can get up here. So let me show that. Jump off here, wall jump, and we're going to make it up here. And then there's going to be this dry bones that can be scary, so we have to jump. So we have to jump here and jump on him. So we're going to jump. We're going to do 2 quick jumps to jump on the dry bones right here, and then we're going to start running against this wall to do a running wall jump. But one important note is that there is this spring here, and if you hold run, you're going to accidentally grab it. So what you want to do is, when you pass that trampoline, you just want to let go of run, just for a little bit, like this. Let go, and then start running again. And you'll be able to make it up to this platform that's moving this way. Like that, let go, jump on it, and then you just want to hold morph and go right into the door, since you can destroy those dry bones when morphed. And for this fight, I use a visual cue right about, I'm going to pause, right here. You can see that there's this line in the tiles, and then there's this white little part that's sticking out. I jump in between there as low as I can. So you're gonna, if you're on emulator, you're probably just going to flick the button or your bind as quickly as you can while holding run. So I'll show that. Flip. And you'll hit them. It's very consistent once you find the timing for it. Again. And then once you hit them, you want to hold jump. Hit them and then hold jump. And then you're going to hold jump. And when you hit the platform again, you're going to wait a little bit and then do a tiny jump and then hold jump again. So I'll show that. I'll show the whole thing. I'll show the whole fight. Wait a little bit and do a little jump. And if you got to just find the timing, but it's a consistent way to get a timing down to make sure you can do this fight consistently, because this fight can be really hard if you don't have a timing for it. And that's 8 Tower.